Let's ride indeed as we approach the Week 12 slate. We welcome all of those that have officially been eliminated from their yearly fantasy playoffs and those struggling in the DFS streets. We here on the DFS Deli are here to break down everything that you need to know about the Week 12 slate. So open up the doors, turn on that sign, and welcome in to the DFS Deli. Let's do it. Maybe not. Let's do it now. Now, this time. And welcome into the DFS Deli. I'm the proprietor of this delicatessen, Saleh Ali Shahid, and it is a cool, cold, windy, rainy, just absolutely crappy day here in northeastern Ohio as we tomorrow welcome in the first sign of snow for us over here in the we're the Midwest, right? So over here in the Midwest. So yeah, man, it is week 11 is behind us. We know who sucks. We know who's sus. We know who's good. We had two of my favorite quarterbacks with walk-off rushing touchdowns. So that was pretty cool to witness. Yearly teams doing well, of course. These DFS streets, something left to be desired. We learned from week 11 that just play every single lion you can possibly fit in a lineup tends to work. I was talking with my buddy Darius earlier, and it was just like, remember the old school Chiefs with Tyreek Hill? It was either to Kelsey, Hill, and Mahomes triple stack and use all your salary and bink or don't play it. And then the weeks they go off, you lose. I feel like this is the new version of it, except the Lions have like 4 more pieces than the Chiefs did. So, but of course, I welcome in my two co-hosts of the DFS Deli, Baker, Chill. Baker, how's everything going in those Columbus streets for you?
I mean, it's cold, it's rainy, but not windy down here. You know, because of the fact that we're not on a lake, so we don't get all that lake wind just coming in and fucking with us. But it's good, having fun, getting ready to open this restaurant. It's about to be hell soon for me, so I'm enjoying my relaxation while I got it. I'm saying, I did some hip thrust at the gym today. I'm saying, making sure I keep these hips nice and loose because they don't lie. And yeah, I'm trying to get back on track in these DFS streets because right now I'm just lost. Like I'm
Baker,
more lost than Dorothy
we're all trying to get on track.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all trying to get on track, but that's what we're here to discuss. We got to break it down, of course, position by position, discussing our favorite plays on this 50,000-foot view of the DFS slate. Chill. What's up, man? I know we're struggling as far as us these DFS streets. We got some good takes, but at the same time, it's always putting the pieces together. So, how do you feel your process has been going?
I think the process has been good. Like I have the right plays. It's just the good plays that I have are getting killed by the plays I don't have. So it's like, oh, half the lineup is good, but these other guys are not scoring double digit points. Like last week, I had a good lineup. I had the wrong Browns. I had another like good Lions lineup. Like I just didn't have some of the other right pieces with the Lions guys. So it's just like some of these like value guys that I'm picking are doing terrible. So just got to kind of work on that part of the process. But obviously with it being what was it week 12 now? I mean, it only takes one. So just ready to dive on into this slate. But I do have to give out my PSA right here. I just want to go out, and this is for Bills fans. All right, listen, you guys are a great team. You're winning the East, not even close. This is probably the best team you've had around Josh Allen. Offensive line is great. Defensive line is great. This is the best version of Josh Allen you got. But I think y'all need to enjoy it, and let's slow down on talking shit to the Chiefs. All right? That's all you people sent me on Instagram Listen, I'm a Dolphins fan. I get it. My team's terrible. All right. Well, we may get into the playoffs and get blown out. Okay. But let's slow down. Don't be saying fuck you to the Chiefs. All right. You guys do this every year. That game is not your Super Bowl. All right. You own them in the regular season. Let's slow down. Try to get your number 1 seed and then beat the Chiefs in the playoffs and then go ham. So let's slow down. Sully is a respectable Bills fan. I didn't see him posting anything. He's just here. He's repping his team. He was respectable. Some of you others who come out of the woodwork and just start posting Bill highlight now, Blaine. Let's slow down. Let's slow down, okay? All right, beat the Chiefs in the playoffs and then go from there. That's all I gotta say. Other than that, if the Chiefs beat you in the playoffs, you all have to start out asking yourself, well, what now? And now my rant is done.
Well, listen, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. The Bills ain't getting the number 1 seed at all. First of all, have you seen the Chiefs schedule? They play nobody. Have you seen the Bills schedule? They play everybody. So
Well, they,
the Chiefs, when are they going to lose the second and or third game, even if the Bills win out?
I think they could lose to Pittsburgh. And Kansas City every year always loses a game they shouldn't. Like, they could lose to Denver. They got to play the Chargers again. That's not going to be an easy game.
Denver's good.
So
Denver's pretty good.
I think they could lose to Denver or the Chargers. But they're not losing. Fair. They're not losing this Sunday.
Hey, man, who's on a winning streak and who's not?
I don't care.
Who's hot and who's not? All right.
Now that would be the boldest call of all the bold calls. You call Carolina to win.
I mean, if I put it to you like, well, Kansas City in their last 15 games are 14-1. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good streak.
In their last 1 of 1, who is 0-1 and who is 1-0? The Carolina Panthers and the Bryce Young led. Just it's upset alert. The Chiefs are going back-to-back losses, damn it.
I think I can find text messages in our group chat that say this guy is a fucking bum.
Yeah, man, Bryce Young is ass. I stand on that.
Yeah, you ain't got to scroll long. You ain't got to scroll far to find that shit.
No, I cannot stand watching certain teams in the NFL. So I've put Trevor Lawrence on blast. He's ass. I put Dak Prescott on blast. He's ass and hurt. I put Bryce Young on blast. He's ass. I'm about to put on Caleb Williams, even though he looked a little better last week because he used his legs. But I still think he's ass until proven otherwise. I mean, there's several other quarterbacks in the NFL that are straight dog water. But you know who's not dog water? You know who's back on the menu this week, boys? We got the cutlets back on the menu.
Not playing Tommy DeVito.
Hey, listen, Baker. And Baker, I have to apologize to you because you don't have Drew Lock. You don't have Jameis. What quarterback are you going to play? You don't even like nobody on this damn slate. So, like, maybe that will save you from burning your All-American hard-earned dollars and actually play somebody that's good. So, there's that, right?
I mean, I might be going back to my ex on, this week. There's a chance me and my ex get back together.
Kirk Cousins is on a bye, bro.
No,
he ain't got Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's struggling. He's struggling.
I mean, that's why I might have to go back to my ex because I'm saying she looking all right.
Baker, you could always go to like my side piece. He's cheap.
And who is your side piece?
Drake May.
He
do love him some Drake May.
He do love him. You way too much Drake May this year, bro.
Maybe not enough.
I haven't like in his defense in the lineups I have played him. That lineup has mostly cashed. Not for a lot, but it's cashed. It's been in the green.
Fair.
Well, guys, let's get into it. Quarterbacks, of course, we'll start position by position. What we're gonna do this week, actually, we'll keep the takes not relatively short, but we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna we're going to enter a DFS Deli lineup at the end of the show. So we're going to take all our cumulative takes. I'm going to log on to FanDuel.com, and we're going to enter a nice little lineup for you and the people. And as the people on the Swolecast would say, don't dupe me, bro. But we'll see what happens. But Baker, I'll start with you. You mentioned that you want to go back to your ex against Seattle. Why is this matchup intriguing to you?
So obviously the 49ers Seattle game last week was a game that I was very intrigued with. I was very heavily invested. Though I had some interesting pieces, I didn't have the right pieces all together because it was only 2 pieces to play. I'm not done with Seattle. Like, you hear that, Seattle? I'm not done with you. Like you have shown that you are either in very close games that are low scoring, or you are all the way up there in these shootouts. I'm catching you next shootout. I'm telling you right now, I'm catching that next feature show. Seattle is a pace up spot for Arizona. So it's kind of a game script thing for me, in my love for Kyler. If I'm going to play Kyler, I'm going to play it in a way that it's telling the story of Arizona's forcing them to score. Or I can play the Seattle side of it and play like, oh, Arizona's just running the ball down their freaking throat. But one way or another, we're getting to this game. Period. It's quite possibly my favorite game on the slate.
I like it. I have some interest in this game as well. It's just picking the pieces from Seattle and the Cardinals side. Like, is it going to be a Marvin Harrison week? Will Trey Boo Boo finally get in the end zone? That's not a rushing touchdown. I mean, like, you talk about some positive regression. Trey McBride is due. Okay, he's got to get in the end zone at some point. But we just need to figure out the pieces.
I mean, just to kind of add some stats to his point here. The Cardinals rank 7th in explosive play rate this season at 11.8%. They've been second over the past month. And the Seahawks have the second highest pass over expectation rate. I think they're only behind Cincinnati, which would make a ton of sense. But the pace in this game should be pretty good. The only thing you fear is the Cardinals just handing the ball off. So, right, like if Seattle can neutralize the run game, I think you'd be in for a huge success. But if you wanted to play like a Geno double with James Conner, I think that can make a ton of sense too.
Yeah, I can get behind that. And like I said, to Baker's point, the Kyler double might be hot because, again, Marvin Harrison can get his, and we know where the ball is going on Seattle. Could it be a Ken Walker week? Could it be a DK Metcalf week? JSN has been hot over the past couple weeks, so you can always go there. But as I alluded to earlier, before Baker, I'll let you kick another couple takes. Again, people are going to play Tommy DeVito, guys. It's going to happen. Not only is the price right, the matchup is right too. Tampa Bay is ass when it comes to defending the pass. So, again, I don't know what Tommy Cutlets has been doing. I was yesterday years old when I found out that he was still on the Giants roster, because I really thought it was going to be Drew Lock. So, again, what does this say for the Giants organization? Are they willingly just trying to lose at this point? Because there's no way you think that Tommy DeVito is better than Drew Lock.
It's a money thing. So if Daniel Jones gets hurt, he makes like another 20-something million dollars.
That has nothing to do with Drew Lock. I know he's third string now, but Drew Lock should have started over Tommy fucking DeVito.
Tommy
DeVito has proven he's ass.
I mean, you're probably not wrong, Dan. It's probably just a lose at this point, right? Because, like, I just remember seeing the clip saying they can't pay, like, $40-something million to a running back. Well, Saquon Barkley is $10K on FanDuel. So, you were wrong.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, the Giants look terrible. Yeah, it's probably a try to lose thing. Or see what you got.
Baker, is Tommy DeVito a trap?
I mean, to quote the great Akbar Baha Biamila from back in the day, it's a trap. Like,
We just got so many good options
I
too.
think
So
there's
like
enough value on the
Bo
slate to
Nix
begin with, to the point where I don't need
plus
to go
matchup.
there. I think I can find value
There's
without
just a lot of
playing
places we can go.
Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, I don't think we need to. Oh, he may have dropped, but that's all right.
Go
I don't.
on.
I don't think. Oh, he's. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's back. Welcome back.
Yeah, go on, do the
Welcome
thing.
back,
Yep.
welcome
Do
back,
the thing. Do the
welcome
thing with the whole
back.
internet thing. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't think. I don't. I'm with Baker. I don't think we need to play Tommy DeVito this week.
But we just got options, right? I mean, Bo Nix is the plus matchup. Vegas. And one of my favorite quarterbacks, like he was last week, Tua Tagovailoa plus matchup. We can go right back to that. And Miami's playing at home. And you know how that goes down when they play at home. So
Correct.
it's other places to go.
I mean, one of
Baker,
my
who else is
other
on your
favorite
short list
plays.
before I kick it over to Chill?
Yeah, one of my other favorite plays. Well, first of all, the Chiefs. Not breaking down. Can we just get that out the way? The Chiefs. Every position, if you want to play a Chief, play them. Don't be shaking your head at me.
Have fun.
Screw you.
Have fun.
But I think possibly my second favorite quarterback of the slate is A-Rich. He came back and showed once again that he showed his upside, and his price has not gone to reflect that, as he's still under 6K on DraftKings. Detroit's going to make you throw the ball, as we all know. Their pass over expectation, because they're like, yeah, try to run. We don't care. You're throwing the ball. Not to mention Detroit puts a hurting on everybody, so they're going to game script you to throw the ball. I think A-Rich is like, you could get away with playing the Lions and play A-Rich on the other side.
Chill, your thoughts on that?
Just play Jared Goff. Like, I don't think we need to get crazy at quarterback this week. Play Pat Mahomes, play Jared Goff, and Jaden Daniels is at home off a bye against the Cowboys.
Yeah, but my thing about Jaden Daniels is that ever since that rib injury, he hasn't been running. He's only thrown, one touchdown pass over the past 4 starts? Like, the dude has been kind of sauce. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, I could hear the same argument for people saying that about Stroud. And then,
Stroud has been sauce too.
But he looked good against the Cowboys.
Who doesn't?
Joe Mixon looked fantastic against the Cowboys.
I mean,
I think Joe Mixon's the MVP based off what he did Monday. Sheesh.
I mean, probably not wrong, but Jane Daniels against the Cowboys, I just think makes a ton of sense. Plus, it's easy to pair him with. You know where the ball is going. Brian Robinson might be the stone cold chalk this week. I think we'll just kind of wait for that. He's cheap. He's cheap on DraftKings. And then my other quarterback that I'm just kind of taking a look here, I just mentioned him, but CJ Stroud has Nico Collins back. And like Tennessee's a really weird defense to play against from a fantasy standpoint, but like Sam Darnold looked pretty good last week. I mean, we've seen Tennessee give it up. So again, Stroud to me becomes a really intriguing play here. But the 3 guys I mentioned are all in plus matchups. I don't think I need to get weird here. Just play the dudes.
That's fair. Any other takes of quarterback before you head over to running back?
Not a take, but a question. And maybe this gets answered through the rest of the show. The San Francisco Green Bay game. Like, do we want to play the quarterbacks? Do we want interest in that game? Like, as we go to running back, do we want to play the running backs? Like, I don't even know what to do with that game early in the week.
Is Bosa in or out?
I don't think Bosa's playing this week. That's just my personal opinion. There's been nothing to say that he's out, though.
I mean, I think
Kittle said he's going to play. So you get Kittle back on the San Francisco side.
I mean, to me, it may hinge. The Green Bay side, to me, may hinge on Bosa. Because, like, without Bosa, and, like, they had a lot of injuries before, but, like, Geno Smith did really well when Bosa was out. When Bosa was in, kind of look meh. Um, so to me, it may really hinge on Bosa because outside of Bosa, I don't know how much of a pass rush they can get. Now Jordan Love can do some dumb shit out there, but like at home, like it may be a game I can just stay away from. Truthfully,
I mean, he only leads the league in interceptions, and he's got 2 less starts than the next qualifying guy. So I mean, no big
he's
deal.
he's lesser Dak Prescott at this point. I mean,
He's baby Brett Favre. That's all he is.
right?
That's all he is.
I think and then Baker and I
okay,
kind of
Brett
talked.
Favre. That's okay. I still love you, brother.
Baker and I kind of
in my book. Still a
kind
Hall
of
of
hinted
Famer.
at this one off the air, but like I think a puke play quarterback may be Caleb Williams against Minnesota.
And
I said puke.
appropriately, Sully Bukes.
I mean, like if he's going to be running more, Minnesota doesn't allow you to run on them, and I mean, I saw Minnesota give up a 98-yard touchdown pass to Westbrook Nakine. Will Levis almost put up 300 on them, so like especially if everybody's going to be playing Tommy Cutlets, nobody's playing Caleb Williams. Could be a puke play, especially if he gets that Russian floor.
You're right. It's all about the rushing floor. Hey, here's another side of it before we run over to running back. Run to running back. Whatever. If everybody's gonna play, not everybody, but there's gonna be a large majority that play Tommy Cutlets. Why don't we just play Baker Mayfield? I mean, the dude only leads the league in touchdown passes. The dude only drops 300 a game with nothing. And guess who's coming back this week? Mike Evans, bro. He looks like he's going to play. He returned to practice today. If we get Mike Evans back, I'm playing the other side of that because the Giants stink. They suck. And if they're going to be freaking, the Tampa Bay can't run the ball anyway. So, I mean, why don't we just play Baker at like 4% owned and then throw in Mike Evans and then call it a day? Why don't we just do that?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either, honestly.
There you go. All right, running back. A lot of guys on the menu, as Chill likes to say. Joe Mixon every week, bro. I mean, Tennessee, a little more stout against the run, but I mean, you want to talk about a career resurgence. This dude literally found the fountain of youth, and it is clearly in Houston, Texas. So Joe Mixon, again, not as high priced as Saquon, not as high priced as CMC. Devon A-Chain is going to be very popular. Why don't we just stop being silly and just play Joe Mixon? And his price would have been higher if that Monday night game was on Sunday night. So why don't we just play Joe Mixon? Like, can we just start there? Is there a reason to fade Joe Mixon at this point? Chill, I'll let you go. Is there a reason to let's just start with Joe Mixon?
I think it just depends. It depends on if you need some salary relief. If you need some couple extra dollars, I'm never gonna knock Joe Mixon at this point.
Right.
You mentioned CMC. I don't know if I would play CMC this week. He hasn't looked explosive. He doesn't have the same burst, obviously, coming off of two injured Achilles. That may be like a wait and see. Although DeAndre Swift did have a pretty decent game against Green Bay. I don't know if you have to play CMC this week. I think right now more than Mixon, I like Jahmyr Gibbs because I feel like he's getting up to the point where it's insert Detroit Lions running back every week. Like Jahmyr Gibbs going up against this sorry Colts defense. We saw Breece Hall look relevant last week.
Yeah, Breece Hall made a little comeback, huh?
So, again, if you want to say like if you want to pivot off of Gibbs and play David Montgomery, I totally get it. Achan at this point is becoming pretty solid. I think for the price he's at right now, he's still pretty cheap for the value or for the production he's getting. And then you take a look at James Conner. People hate clicking that man's name. Like they see him and go, ew. So those are kind of some of the guys. I mean, like, and then probably your two chalkiest running backs this week is probably Kareem Hunt and Brian Robinson Jr. So I guess it really depends on what. Again, it'll depend on Pacheco for Hunt, but I think if Pacheco plays, you could probably still play Kareem Hunt. I don't. It's a little more thin, but I still think you can do it. At this point, you have to just tell yourself, at what ownership are you fading Brian Robinson Jr.?
So, as a Brian Robinson Jr. owner in fantasy, he is touchdown or bust. So, I mean, if he's not getting the touchdowns from this Washington team, like he has one game this season over 100 yards. He doesn't catch the ball out the backfield because that's Eckler's role. So you don't get the safety blanket of receptions. So, I mean, I'm not saying he can't score 2 touchdowns this week, but at the same time, like Brian Robinson has a very high bust chance. And at whatever ownership, if it gets plus 15 to 20, you can forget it. I'll fade him.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it's just he is playing the Cowboys, and they are so bad.
They're bad.
They are literally
I agree.
so bad.
They're bad.
I mean, what you bring up is completely relevant to the conversation, of course. But
yeah, I mean, he has no bailout. I mean, he has to score. He has to score. Like these touchdown or bust guys, just they don't have a safety blanket.
This would be the game where he like breaks off a long run, right? And then you're just sitting there fuming.
Not me, because I'm playing him this week in fantasy. But Baker, running backs, where do you lie when it comes to the landscape? And of course, why are we not playing Joe Mixon still? Just play Joe Mixon. Just do that.
You know how sometimes like you realize that you're too late on the season to get on somebody, so you just stubbornly stay off of them?
Is that your story with Joe Mixon?
That's my story with Joe Mixon. Like, I've just been off of it so long, and it's just like, oh, Joe Mixon again? Oh, Joe Mixon again? To the point where I'm just like, you know what? I don't believe in Joe Mixon. And if he, tucks me in again, he just tucks me in again. It is what it is. So I'll deal with that if that's the case. But I think that a better price per dollar play is Ken Walker. I know, shocker. I'm going back to the first game that I mentioned, but obviously he does have the out that you say Brian Robinson does not have, which I agree with that take, by the way. In past years he didn't have a passing game role, but he is very much so involved in this Seattle pass game as well. So if he doesn't get there on the ground, he can still get there via the air. And I think the one place that Arizona is still kind of showing weaknesses, this Arizona defense isn't what it was. The defense that we used to pick on and be like, oh, it's Arizona, they fucking suck. I think the one weakness of it is still up the middle. And Ken Walker has a tendency of running very, very angrily. So I don't mind him at all. One of the interesting plays to me in not playing Tommy Cutlets is Tyrone Tracy Jr. Just because, we always look at this vaunted Tampa run defense. It's not that. It really isn't. So I think he might be one of the best leverages, early on in the week. So I can definitely see myself being interested in a little Tyrone Tracy Jr. And I don't care if Kansas City's defense is actually good. Chuba Hubbard gets there every week. I understand the rookie, Jonathan Brooks, is going to make his debut this week. He's going to take over the Miles Sanders role, and he's already been announced to be behind Chuba Hubbard. So Chuba's still the starter for right now, and Chuba just finds a way to get there every week. Play a Lions running back, pick one, flip a coin, don't care.
And they just paid Chuba too, so he's going to get toke.
I mean, just to go back to Chuba, nobody's playing Chuba. So if you want to play him, I totally get it. Although Kansas City is the best in the league against running backs. I mean, the only team that's literally close to them in terms of like they allow it's like kind of like man, it's like a 9%, like over the running backs like projected rate. The only other team that's close to them is Detroit. So like at this point, if you're willing to play Chuba Hubbard, you're almost willing to play Jonathan Taylor at that point as well. I mean, because
you know why no one runs on Detroit, Chill? You know why no one runs on Detroit? Because you blink and you're down 21.
That's true too.
So,
That's
like,
true.
of course, you're not running against Detroit because you're already trailing by several touchdowns. So,
But I mean, even in a neutral game script, you're still not running on Detroit. Like, even when it's close, you're not running. They'll give you 500 passing yards before 100 rushing yards. I mean, Minnesota's the same way as well. You don't really run on Minnesota either. But I think all your takes there made a ton of sense. I mean, I'll ask you guys this question because this is always a fun question every week. We'll just play the Russian roulette wheel. What Bucks running back is breaking the slate this week?
listen, no Bucks running back is breaking the slate because Baker Mayfield is going to go ham because Mike Williams is back. Mike Evans. Sorry, Mike Williams. Rest in peace. I'll see him tomorrow, right? Yeah, for the Steelers, yeah.
Or the other Mike Williams who's retired, very much so retired.
The other Mike Williams who did play for Tampa Bay.
He did.
But I mean, like,
Seahawk.
You can. I mean, any one of these running backs you can pair with Baker Mayfield.
Listen, I need your opinion because we found out last week that the coach speak was all bullshit about the Broncos backfield. Javonte Williams has Vegas this week.
I don't trust that
Vegas.
Backfield.
I don't trust that backfield.
He's cheap. He got the toke last week.
Sean Payton, like, if Javonte Williams just sneezes wrong in like a team meeting, he can find his way to the bench.
But he didn't last week. If a lot of people are going to be playing Bo Nix, I'm just saying Javonte could offer some good leverage. It's Vegas.
I just want to say that one of the Broncos running backs was on the Millie Maker winner and one wasn't.
What was the Millie Maker? I didn't even look at it last week. I was so depressed.
Estime was on there. His last garbage reception won that dude $1 million. He got 5 points. I'm
playing Javonte Williams.
It was a Lions double with, I think it had Taysom and Jonnu in it.
Yikes!
It had Achane. I know it had Achane as well.
Okay.
Oh my God! It had Austin Estime.
Yeah.
I told you one Broncos running back won $1 million.
Well, chill. Make it 2 this week because when Sully out the DFS Deli takes down the Smilly with Javonte Williams on it, all right, that'll make 2 Broncos running backs that have successfully won the Millie. Okay,
I'm rooting for you.
I'm rooting for me too, man. We got to bounce back. You ready to head over to receiver?
Yes. Sure. Also, I mean, we didn't answer the question, but I'm probably just playing. At this point, probably Bucky Irving.
I don't have an answer. That's my answer.
I don't have an answer either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like, one of them is gonna do well,
or they're just gonna cannibalize each other.
True. I mean, they're cheap on DraftKings. But...
They are cheap. They're definitely cheap.
Receiver. Mike Evans is back. I need him in my life, and I'm double dipping into the well, boys. I'm playing Tyreek Hill again. I don't care. It's warming up last week. This week is the week. Damn it. This is
Are you sure?
Week.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
This is the week. I'm just gonna play him every week until it happens. So just get used to it. You
sound like me and CeeDee Lamb. Like,
yeah, just get used to it. Just get used to it. I'm just gonna keep.
I've learned my lesson. I'm done playing CeeDee Lamb.
I'm just gonna keep doing it.
If
Tyreek Hill continues to be sub 5% every week, I'm gonna keep playing Tyreek Hill every damn week. Okay, I'm just gonna keep doing it. All right, it's enough.
Well, if you're gonna keep playing Tyreek Hill, I guess I won't learn my lesson. I'll keep playing CeeDee Lamb, and we'll see who's broke first.
I think we both broke at this point. But that changes. It all changes this week. Chill. I'll start with you. Who were some of your favorite wide receivers this week?
Jawan Jennings still isn't priced up, so I don't know what he is on FanDuel. So actually, let me research
He is
that.
6'7".
He's still not
He's
priced
still
up.
cheap. He's still cheap.
Correct.
So probably just play Jawan Jennings. He's probably going to be the chalk. I don't even care if Kittle's coming back. I don't think it matters. You mentioned the Broncos earlier. I think Cortland Sutton this week is still pretty cheap at his price point. I mentioned him earlier. Nico Collins is back. Tennessee's pass defense is not particularly great. It's still injured, so I do like Nico Collins this week. Um, like you want to play Malik Neighbors, but like, do you trust Tommy DeVito? So I think that becomes intriguing. Baker mentioned them. If I'm playing the Commanders guys, I'm sadly gonna run it back with CD Lamb. I don't know why, but um, if there's one way to beat the Commanders defense, it is through the air. I know they may. I don't know if they will have Lattimore this week. I don't know if he's still going to be injured or not, so that's something to pay attention to. Um, I mean, like, do we just keep playing Calvin Ridley? I know he didn't do like too hot last week, but you want to talk about the garbage time hero?
Screw that guy. 1 week I'll play him. He does jack, and it's Nick Westbrook Akine.
This is probably, and then like one cheap guy, just like a kind of a puke play down here would probably be Rome Odunze.
I just can't bring myself to click Bears, man.
I don't blame you. It's smart.
It's really easy, Sully. You just click, you can highlight the Bears, then you just click any of them.
Baker, I'm gonna let you know right now. When we build this lineup later, you cannot select the Bear. I'm blocking you from it.
That's rude.
I'm just letting you know right now.
I mean, and at this point, if you're not stacking the Seahawks, you probably do want one of the wide receivers, and I'd probably just play the less owned one, which would probably be DK Metcalf at this point. But I think both of them are good plays. I think they're both really good plays. Maybe you just play JSN on DraftKings, play DK on FanDuel. Maybe that'd be a good way to kind of distinguish that. But
leverage a little bit. Yeah, or
hedge. You mentioned Tyreek Hill. I think you're kind of he probably put it the best. You're probably either A, playing Tyreek Hill every week, waiting for that 30-point bomb, or you're just fading him every week, praying to God there's no 30-point bomb. And then
Baker, go ahead.
I got one more. And then it's like, are you playing any Colts wide receivers this week?
No, Baker clearly is. As Baker, I'll let you answer the Colts question.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? And you may play two. And
you're not going to double stack him, are you?
Why? Answer me this, Batman. Why nobody like playing Rams receivers?
I played Puka last week. I did play decent Puka.
The field didn't.
I played Puka as well.
The field didn't.
Why don't people like playing Rams receivers?
It's because people don't play Matt Stafford.
That too. That's really the thing. It is difficult.
Hey, they're at a price tag. Cup, and people still don't play Cooper Kupp.
They're at a price point where, at times it's just very restrictive. So unless you're building their lineup around the Rams, you just don't get to them. That's my personal opinion.
In one of my lineups, I did have Cooper Kupp in, and then I was like, nah, Kyron. And well, that's my mama.
I mean, Kyron still got his workload, but it was just Puka and Cooper that did their thing. So
yeah, they did their thing.
Yeah, but go ahead, Baker.
I was gonna say with you playing on FanDuel, you do have to pay attention to it. We don't.
It's very it's restrictive over here. Like you can pick one of them, but both of them. Oh Lord!
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're trying to play an Eagles guy on the comeback. If you're trying to mini
God! Yo! Whoa!
They're go Sully. Then you're going to have to play a bear, maybe.
Yeah, seriously. Or a giant.
I mean, you
might have
could
to
always
stuff
play
in
the worst
Wandale
chopping.
Robinson.
Don't
Some
do
trash
that.
like that.
Don't
I
do
mean, you didn't want to be like the field and chalk booty.
Nah, I'd rather just play the Born Identity again.
Bruh.
Hey, that's how I ended up playing Puka last week. Is because I'm like, all right, if I play Kayshawn Booty, however the hell you say his name.
Just say booty. It's fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
if I was
Booty.
going to be chasing Booty, I had to figure out a way that, different. And Puka was my way of playing Booty. When I was chasing the Booty, playing my Booty different.
Yeah, it was bad booty.
So many things that I could say to that one. Shouldn't leave that one alone.
It's all right.
But all right, to the original question, what Colts receiver? Oh yeah, I'm playing. Not that I'm going to double stack Anthony Richardson, but there's 2 Colts receivers I'm interested in playing. Josh Downs has kind of emerged, obviously, with Michael Pittman's injuries, and Michael Pittman's never been a great separator in my humble opinion, and I think the opinion of other people as well. So I think Josh Downs has kind of separated himself in the fact that he is able to separate, and he is earning a higher target share on this team this year than Michael Pittman. So I definitely don't mind playing Josh Downs. And when Detroit gets beat, it tends to be deep. So there's 2 players to play. And if I have to pick between the 2, I'll take Alec Pierce on just a, random YOLO ball, that he's going to fall off his back foot and throw perfectly between 2 defenders over Alec Pierce's shoulder for a touchdown.
I mean, we didn't mention them, but again, just use some common sense here. You could play Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jamison Williams. Just want to toss that out. Amon-Ra
Yes, because you
St. Brown.
can play the Lions the same way you can play the Chiefs.
Again,
Correct.
is that particular skill position player wearing a Lions jersey? Then yes, you can play them.
And then,
so you're willing to play Tim Patrick?
One day, Tim Patrick is going to go absolutely berserk.
Thanksgiving, lock it in. Tim Patrick coming.
Nah, I think it'd be a playoff game. It would be in the playoffs.
Right. Randomly. It'll be on a playoff slate where no one has him. He's 1% owned. And then here comes Tim Patrick. Like, what? I'm done. I mean, Barack Wright got a damn touchdown last week. Like, the Lions are ridiculous.
Yeah, and like I said, Amon-Ra St. Brown does have a touchdown streak going, and Dan Campbell does not call off the dogs. So if he doesn't get a touchdown, they will try their damnedest to get him one. And on both sides, the Chiefs wide receivers are really cheap, Worthy and Hopkins. It did look like a point of emphasis, and at least in the first quarter, that the Chiefs wanted to try to get Worthy involved more. Listen, I've seen guys like Quentin Johnson get open against the Panthers. Xavier Worthy could do it.
Xavier Worthy need to learn how to drag that foot.
If the field was about 2 feet long, more in width, guy'd be like breaking slates.
If he drags his damn foot, he would have been just fine. Kids.
I mean, I guess the last one that I will say, because I mean, obviously I mentioned my ex, so I'll mention his number 1 receiver, wide receiver. Typically for rookies, one, this is the cheapest we've seen Marvin Harrison all season, and 2, typically for rookies coming out of buys, for some reason teams realize, oh yeah, you're a rookie, we should get you involved. I don't know why that is, but typically that's what, when rookies tend to, if they aren't, really performing, that's when they kind of will break out of the show. So definitely interested in some Marvin Harrison.
And then Terry McLaurin going up against the Cowboys.
And Noah Brown. And Jalen Waddle. And DJ Moore.
Are you just
and
naming
Romeo.
people that you see on the list? Shut the fuck up.
We're not that kind of show.
He's just going in alphabetical order. All right, let's flip over to tight end before I lose my damn mind. My client, Brock Bowers, is on pace to shatter every rookie tight end receiving record. You could just you could play that guy. Like he's really good. Like good
Yeah,
at the
this
game
is
of
one
football.
where they said he was like generational when he came out, and they meant it.
Yeah, 16 targets last game. Holy shit!
Well,
He'll get 5 targets this week.
no.
No,
No.
no.
I mean, it is the Jonnu Smith revenge game, so
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
this week, if I'm probably playing Patrick Mahomes, I'll probably have a little bit of Kelsey. Again, it's the Panthers. I think we can go back to Hunter Henry still cheap. And at this point, just play what fits.
I think people need to be reminded about Cade Otton and his like 3-week streak of dominance before his last, appearance on the football field. So I think Cade Otton is very much in play again this week. So you can fire up some Cade Otton.
I think by Sunday your chalk du jour becomes Luke Schoonmaker.
He is the stone cold min on DraftKings.
Stone min. He is 2,500. And what? Jake the Snake's in concussion. He ain't playing.
Right.
He did have a lot of targets. On FanDuel, he's 4,500.
Just saying. You know all the things you can build with a $2,500 tight end? You can build all the things.
Hopefully it won't be as bad as that Davis Allen chalk last week.
Gross.
Absolutely.
We might have Sam Laporta back in our lives. He looks probable for this week.
Chill. That's also why I lost to you, because I played Davis Allen versus you in fucking Dynasty. Damn it.
Who did I play at tight end?
Doesn't matter. I played Davis Allen.
Well, first of all, Baker, come on.
With Zach Ertz sitting on a bench.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had Austin Eckler on the bench, so we could argue that.
Well, mine was actually a better play. Like, playing Zach Ertz was a better play than playing Davis Allen.
Sounds like poor management, Baker.
It was terrible management.
You could have just not played. You played Luke McCaffrey. That's.
I don't like putting tight ends in my flexes, especially when they're terrible tight ends.
It was Zach Ertz in the revenge game, Baker.
It was bad management. It was just bad management on my behalf.
You will respect the revenge game. You will respect the revenge narrative. Let's not spend too much time on tight end. Tight end sucks.
But yeah, I love Cade Otton, love Trey McBride, love Travis Kelce, Luke Schoonmaker. Oh yeah, Jatavion Sanders. That's probably the best Panther to play.
The Chiefs are pretty bad against tight end. So just kind of taking a look at teams here that are bad against tight ends. The Raiders are the worst. We have no Bengals, the Colts. So maybe depending on our client, Brock Wright or Sam Laporta, depending on who plays there. And then, you'd be looking at that. I mean, Tampa Bay is pretty bad against tight ends, but I'd be lucky to name you the Giants tight end.
Theo Johnson.
Well, there you go. That guy. If you want to play, per the matchup play, that guy.
Big brain, Theo.
I'm smart.
Smart.
Yeah, whatever you say, Bake. Whatever you say. Defense.
I'm smart enough to play Bears this week, Sully.
You ain't playing no Bears in this lineup. I can tell you that right fucking now.
That's fine. I'll win all the money for myself. Fuck this lineup.
Okay. Yeah, fair. I get it. Totally get it. Defenses. Can I just play any defense that goes against Will Levis? Is that cool?
Yeah, you can do that. That's totally fine.
Okay, cool. As long as I got the Deli's permission to do that, I kind of want to do that. So if I can fit that, I'm going to do that.
The Bears?
Tampa Bay.
What is the Tampa? Yes.
Y'all don't believe in cutlets.
I do like the Bears defense on DraftKings.
No.
I think if you could find a way to Kansas City's defense, that's probably the move, right?
KC doesn't turn the ball over.
But Bryce Young is bad. He'll throw them the ball.
Yeah, I think we just need to find like bad quarterbacks and then like go after that. So like the Vikings, I'm cool with that. Caleb Williams is garbage.
You are such a hater.
I know. I completely agree.
I mean, if you play, I don't mind the Vikings defense. I don't mind the Bears either. Let's not sit here and think Sam Darnold's all that great.
Oh, we're not going to sit here and
He
stand on
did,
ceremony.
he did only score like 12 points against Jacksonville, and I'm pretty sure Detroit had 12 points in about 2 minutes. And so,
can we play San Francisco's defense against the league leader in interceptions?
I mean, I played the Bears defense last week against the league leader in interceptions.
I mean, I think you play San Francisco defense if Bosa plays.
That's fair. Anybody else that we need to harp on for defense?
Broncos? Question mark.
I can get with that.
The Broncos are 5,100 on FanDuel. You can go kiss all of my ass with that.
You on DraftKings they're 3,200. They're
They
below
are
the
5,100 draft or FanDuel dollars on free. No, hell no.
Ooh, wow, it's a little weird over here. It's hilarious, truthfully. I mean, how much is the Commanders' defense on DraftKings? On FanDuel, they're expensive, but
FanDuel, they're $5,000.
I mean,
blow me.
I mean, Cooper Rush looked absolutely terrible last week. You want to play the Commanders' defense?
Load it up.
Because we know Cooper Rush is going to have 40 pass attempts, and that doesn't bode well for anybody.
No, it does not.
Correct. Correct. All right. Well, let's give out the sauce. We're going to build a lineup. We're going to build a nice touchdown parlay, and we're going to give our bold calls and our favorite stacks and close up the shop for the night. So, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the slate, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you ring that notification bell so you know whenever we upload episodes of the DFS Deli on your favorite podcast streaming networks or youtube.com. Search the DFS Deli. Boom, we're right there. Guys, you know what? I want to start because I want to pick the quarterback, but I know we've been through a lot, so I will reserve that.
It's your show, bro.
But we're a team. But we're a team.
It's okay.
A good team. Okay, we're a damn good team.
I trust my captain.
We're gonna win this. We're gonna win this. We're gonna win this together. So we're gonna enter the $50,000 Sunday spike here and let me tell you the field size because that does matter because we need to probably get away from chalk here. It's got 11,904 participants. Right. It is a single entry contest. So. You know what? Okay, chill. I appreciate it. I will start. Our quarterback is Baker Mayfield. So I am choosing $7,900 Baker Mayfield here on FanDuel. Okay?
You can take the stack. So who do you want to put him with?
Who do you think I want to
put him with? The only two to put him with.
Listen, Kate Otten ain't no slouch either, right?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? If y'all want to pick him later, or if I come back around, I will start. I will start with $6,600 Kate Otten. So that's the stack. Baker Mayfield, Kate Otten. Baker, give me somebody. Right, that is not playing for the Chicago Bears.
I'm not going to go with a bear, you jackass.
You do a run back. You don't need to do a run back. You can do a mini somewhere, to set it up for it. You set them up and we'll knock them down, Baker. That's what we do here. If I had the Jeopardy waiting thing, I'd play it, but I don't have it.
Well, I'm looking at FanDuel prices, and besides the fact that they confuse my brain,
you don't need to do that. We can figure it out as we go along. Don't worry about it.
I don't see a price on Isaiah Pacheco.
He may not.
I'm not playing Isaiah Pacheco, who might play one snap. Skip that. You've been denied.
You are such a fucking hater.
He is 8,200 freaking FanDuel dollars. Suck all of my balls.
You say it like you say it like you have like a bunch of them. Sheesh, what is wrong with you?
All multiple. He is $100 less than Kyron Williams, who's been
Give me
dominating like all year. Like,
all right, in
you
that
missed me
case,
with that bullshit.
give me Ken Walker.
Ken Walker, I will throw him in the flex for now. And if we flex a wide receiver, I will move him up to the RB position. Chill, who you got?
All right. Well,
6,200 per player. Baker's a big spender.
No, that's okay. So I think in this lineup, we kind of been saying it all show here. I will take, give me DeAndre Hopkins.
We'll get all nuclear.
Yeah.
$6,500 DeAndre Hopkins. I will save us some money here, and I will pick Javonte Williams. $6,200 at Vegas, Javonte Williams. Baker, who you got? You got running back, wide receiver, defense with 6,100 per player remaining.
I mean, give me the Bears defense.
Who?
The Bears defense.
Are they wearing Chicago jerseys? Then no, you cannot have the Bears defense. Suck my balls.
You are such a hater.
Yeah. Fuck the Bears.
All right, give me Tampa's defense.
Tampa, $4,400 against Tommy Cutlets. Getting that leverage against Tommy DeVito. I like that. Good call. Chill, $6,700 per player. Running back, 2 wide receivers. Who you got? Or 3 wide receivers if you want to move Ken Walker to the flex.
Let me take a look here.
Or to running back, I should say.
Man, it's kind of. There was one running back that I like, but I don't know if he makes sense in this lineup.
Well, let's talk through it. That's what we're here for.
So I kind of wanted to play James Conner.
James Conner. Again, you guys are pricey, man. You're going to make me pick some bum-ass wide receivers.
I mean, I do have a wide receiver pick, so we don't have to go with Conner.
Oh, you're talking about playing 2 running backs from the same game?
Correct.
With Walker and Conner?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, with their roles, I'm okay with it.
I mean, if we don't want to do Conner, then I would change my pick to Jamison Williams.
He does wear a Lions jersey.
Correct.
So,
because I mean, I don't think we can get up. Well, let me take a look. Yeah, I don't think we can get up to Gibbs or Montgomery. That might be a little thin for us.
Yeah, we're priced out right now.
Right.
We're priced out. So I will select a cheap receiver to go along with that, and I will. I
mean, I can tell you who their best value wide receiver. I know what's our.
Hit me up. We have $6,700 per player left in this particular lineup.
So if we want to go with the best value per ETR, it would be Juwan Jennings at 6,700.
He is 6,700, isn't he? Gross. But I know his price does make sense. I 100% agree with you.
Unless if you got a pay down running back.
Well, you can move Ken Walker to the other running back.
You want to move Ken Walker to the running back position and go cheap?
I think it makes more sense.
I mean, I do. There is a really gross running back play out there, and he's probably getting all the workload.
Talk to me.
It would be Tony Pollard, because I think Spears is out with a concussion, or he's injured again.
Let's check out the price on
Pollard is 6,500 on FanDuel.
6,500 against Houston.
Correct. It's gross. I know it's gross, but
it's kind of gross.
It is gross.
I kind of dig it though. I kind of dig it.
Baker, what do you think?
Baker,
I'm
that
not a
leaves
huge
you
fan.
$7,000 left to pick the wide receiver or pick the last receiver if we put in Pollard. And that puts you squarely on $7,000 Nathaniel Dell if you want a mini. You can play your boy Josh Downs
That's
for the
actually
mini correlation.
That's actually what I was looking at. I am between Josh Downs and nope, he's too expensive. I was gonna say Jaden Reed.
Yeah, 6,300 or 7,300 for him. So no. All right, who you got? Nathaniel or Josh Downs? So we can wrap it up.
I'm terrible at wrapping things up.
I mean,
Give me Josh Downs.
so I mean, I could toss this out here. If we wanted to play a gross Giants wide receiver, we could move Walker up for Pollard and then see what we have left in the flex. We are playing Tampa's defense, so maybe not. But
right, we're playing Tampa's D.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to have a bring back. I think that's pretty much proven.
Correct. No, we don't have to. So you're cool with this? Baker Mayfield, Tony Pollard, Javonte, Hopkins, J-Mo, Josh Downs, Cade Otton, Ken Walker, the Her, and the Bucks defense.
So if we need to flex out Ken Walker, do we just go down to James Conner?
You can go down to James Conner, yes.
Okay. Or I mean,
there's some swaptions available out there.
I'm just trying to
James Conner out of this lineup.
Correct.
Yeah, James Conner's not in the lineup. Correct.
I went with Jamison Williams.
How much did we have left for Josh Downs?
6,900. And then 7,000 left.
exactly.
Period. So there's $100 on the table.
$100 off
from
Marvin Harrison.
Yes, we can't get Marvin Harrison in there.
So I would say we can also swap down to one of the Seattle wide receivers from Ken Walker as well, I think.
Or you can move down defense $100, so you can go San Francisco's defense against Jordan Love, and then you have your 100 for Marvin Harrison.
I think I'd rather stay with Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
So we do have all the swaptions for Connor and the two Seattle wide receivers, if necessary.
Yep. Ship it, my friend. All right. Chili, favorite stack going into week 12. And of course, I need a bold call to correlate with your pick of the parlay.
Oh, yeah, no problem. So my favorite stack right now is still going to be the Chiefs. So I really like Mahomes to the wide receivers or Kelsey. So my pick of the parlay, give me, I think this would actually be worth pretty much a decent amount in that parlay. Give me Xavier Worthy anytime touchdown.
I like that. All right, Xavier Worthy anytime. I'm with it.
And I mean, my bold call is I think the Chiefs strap 40 or more points on the Panthers.
just some get back from their L last week.
Yep.
I respect that.
I mean, to me, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't do anything this game, then I think from there he becomes unplayable. So I'm just gonna try and guess that it's this game.
Fair. Baker, favorite stack, something bold, and your pick of the parlay.
Favorite stack, I think right now is actually Anthony Richardson. I think early week. I like Pat Mahomes, but Rich, Josh Downs, probably my favorite stack right now. Something bold. Give me a sec on that, but I can give you my parlay. Give me Rich 2 touchdowns.
So we're taking the over passing touchdowns or anytime, or what are we doing?
2 rushing touchdowns. I'm sorry. 2 rushing touchdowns.
So 2 anytime touchdowns.
2 anytime. Okay, got it.
So I just put this thing above 10,000.
Yes, the fuck. It absolutely did. Bold call. I guess I'm just gonna stick with the Colts. I'm just gonna stick with the Colts. Colts beat the Lions.
Bro, that would have been the pick of the parlay, the money line. Bro.
Yeah, you might as well just add that, right? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, no, you did not. Okay, well, I haven't done it all day, but
ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That man said the Colts are gonna beat the Lions. Brother! Woo! Someone help this man. Help this man. My favorite stack is, I'm just going right back to it, Miami at home, Tua, Tyreek Hill, and the revenge narrative for Geno Smith. I'm gonna go there. Bold call and part of parlay. I think that I said Tyreek Hill last week, and I don't want to sound cliche, so maybe I get away from it. But if I'm not gonna go with Ty Freakalus Von Freakalus, if I were a betting man, which I definitely am, which we all definitely are.
Never bet $1 in my life.
You know what? He's back in our lives. Mike Evans. He's getting in the box. Give me a returning Mike Evans for an anytime. So that's the money. That's the DFS Deli parlay. Xavier Worthy in the box. A-Rich 2 times. And Mike Evans every week. Bro, he's getting in there. He's getting in there today.
And if you want to get frisky, just take the Detroit or take the Colts money line.
If you want to get frisky, do an anytime parlay with every Lion you can find. Literally. Gibbs, Monty, J-Mo, Amon St. Brown, and Sam Laporta. Bet that anytime parlay. See if it works.
Lord Jesus. Can you bet an offensive line anytime? Is that a thing? Just the offensive line anytime touchdown?
I might do it, man, because guess what? It hit last week. It's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I guess that'll do it for us tonight at DFS Deli. I had a lot of fun. We obviously wish you all the best in your tournament lives. Again, welcome to those that have completely failed on your yearly teams. Welcome to the DFS streets. We are happy to have you here in the DFS Deli. And I guess that'll do it, fellas. Turn off the grill, get those mop buckets out. And for Chill, for Baker, I've been your boy Sully. And we're going to close up the shop. And we'll see you all at the top. Listening.